I know that it's cold oaks, but don't let this weather influence you into making a decision that you might regret later. Because winter is temporary, but ugly babies are forever, bruh. So just drink your coffee and just stay at home. Because the pampas, yeah dude, I'm fair too. But anyway, slay though.
Welcome back to Backroomconvo. I'm your host, Lesego M, Daddy Waddy Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. Listen, if you're a fan of pod, stay tuned because you might like what we're cooking on this week's episode. We are talking highlights of the October month. It was, of course, my birthday as well, so there's a lot to talk about even around that, and releasing episodes each and every single day. I'm going to talk a bit about that as well. But firstly, congratulations to the Springbok team. They won the Rugby World Cup for the second time. This is the second time in the row. So the score between the Bokas, it's 11-12 over New Zealand, which is the final that was taking place Saturday night. The song of the day is Audio Hugs by Summer Walker featuring J. Cole, which is currently sitting at 40 million streams on Spotify. I think it's a lovely song, even the weather. I think that song works for the weather even. So what are we doing, guys, in this weather? What are we doing? Are we chilling with our father? What are we doing? Are we doing Netflix and chill? Let us know in the comment section again, or as to which guests you would like to see on the month that we are headed to, which is November. Let us know which guests you want to see on the podcast, that we will make arrangements to get them into the podcast. I was supposed to release an episode on Monday. I do apologize, but it was very, 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 very cold. It was very, very, very cold. So, procrastinated a lot. That's why I didn't release an episode yesterday. Even today, I almost didn't release an episode, but I had to stick to the commitment that I made to myself and the viewers and the listeners of this podcast, rather, that I would release an episode each and every day. So I want us to talk a bit about the releasing of an episode each and every day, where it has gotten me so far. So talking about that now. So releasing an episode each and every day, I think I got to see us peaking in the US charts. I got to see us peaking in Botswana. I think in Botswana, first time ever, peaked the second place in any for sure charts, peaking second place in the country. That was also, one of the perks that came with releasing an episode each and every day. And I tried not to, because I think releasing that, I somehow feel like it's in the same bucket as instant gratification, and I tried not to subscribe to instant gratification, because I've seen what it does. I'm trying more and more to be for the long run, for the end goal, but still enjoy the present moment and all of that. But seeing that it kind of did, I had to give me a pat on the back for that episode. It really went to show if we as a team consistently pull ourselves together, bend our head, just focus on the goal, which is getting to 100 episodes before the end of this year. We could get there. I could get there. You could get there. I just want to also do this for people who are lacking motivation or inspiration, and I just hope that this journey with me throughout, it also inspires you to start something of your own and keep pushing into that direction where it's very uncomfortable. I've had moments where I was uncomfortable, procrastinating as to I shouldn't release an episode. Those, self-talk are very important for your own personal development, growth, and in this journey, I find that it's very lonely, of course, because nobody really knows what you're facing on a day-to-day basis on releasing an episode and whatnot and whatnot. But it's there for me. It's there for my enjoyment and for my personal growth, and there is a lot for sure for me to learn from it, and for a whole lot of people to learn from my personal journey. And someday, I think we'll get to sit down and laugh at the fact that I was releasing an episode every day, and it wasn't nice. I was writing blogs each and every day. It wasn't nice, but it's the beauty of the journey, and I'm all in on it. I'm tuned in it. I've challenged myself in so many ways creatively, and I just hope that I embed this into my subconscious mind, because I've seen how instilling something in your subconscious mind, how it works out so beautifully for me creatively, because some of these things that I come up with creatively, they are effortless because I am one with the subconscious mind as far as the things that I do, and I'm just pushing to that direction, and hopefully giving into my 10,000 hours in each and every day I do this podcast thing with you guys. And I really appreciate you for listening again. I think it's fair enough for me to, I think I did apologize, and I want us to talk about my, highlights of the week. My highlights of the week, firstly, has to be, I did the TEFL certificate. Shout out to me for that. I watched the rugby. That's like the biggest highlight, of which I did speak about when we started the episode. The rugby is the biggest highlight of the weekend, outside of like the TEFL certificate, which is like the teaching online studies. If you do want to teach online in South Korea and China. For those of you who are interested, please let me know in the comment section if you're interested in learning about the TEFL certificate and online teaching and all of that. And we'll get someone hopefully who's in the field and is willing to talk about that journey in that sphere in teaching and making money, digitally, virtually, and how all that works. We'll get someone to talk to with that. That's the highlights of the week, the highlights of the month for me. I think there's been a lot happening. And shout out to Setu, shout out to Setu, shout out to Nagedi, shout out to Kamu, which were like some of the three guests that we had throughout the month of October. We had those three people, and I learned a lot from their journeys, individual journeys, from the entrepreneurship perspective, from a pageantry perspective, which I also had a long friend. I have history with Naledi Tefo, the last guest that we had for October. I have history with her. We have a background where we come from the same artistic background, where we were taught how to dance, how to sing, and that whole 9 years of being creative in spaces. And that's why when you get to listen to the episode between me and her, it's so flawless, because there's no filler words in between that conversation. It's more of a free-flowing conversation, and I think I didn't get to think too much about the questions that I was going to ask it, because I've known Naledi for so many years. I think from 2011 or even before that. So her going into like the pageantry world, doing what she does, the Slipknot brand that she's a part of, which is a beautiful company that she co-founded with people, or she's the founder of the Slipknot brand, and she moved to Cape Town from PTA. And I think having to speak to her also about depression, and I'm like, we haven't spoken enough about depression as a country, and like the measures that we need to take. I'm not an activist of mental health awareness, but I think in my questioning, I find answers that might help another person that is in that state of depression, similar state of depression as Naledi, and Naledi might have, the necessary advice or tools to help the next person to, to heal from that. And I think, that episode for me offered so much value to me, because I think for a huge chunk of you, like we've had a lot of people who came to the show and we spoke about mental health at length, and we connected, and each and every time I have a guest in the show, I always learn something new from them, and I think it's very important for me that, as I learn, you also learn, and tell me, guys, if you think my skills as far as like communicating my thoughts, how I talk to you, do I get my points through very well? Like, talk to me about that as well. I'm interested into finding out the areas of facets that I still need to grow in, then I can work on that, to make this show better, because the better it becomes, the better we have, the better episodes we have together, enjoyable episodes that we have together, and the better that I become now, it's better for the channel's growth in the video spectrum, because we are pushing this 100 episode thingy so we can introduce the video podcast or the vodcast to people, because a lot of people are into the YouTube space. I think now for me it's just a journey of personal development, where a lot of people aren't a part of this journey, but the time they get to see after 100 episodes, they see the journey, they've seen the skill, like after I put it on there 10,000 hours, hopefully by then I'll be ready, in video, because I think video is also something that I still also need to work on, improve on that. But if I can get my chain of thought or the skill of speaking in the mic, without having any pressures of like saying there's a camera, there's the skill that you also need to be good at, which is public speaking and using the mic, all that 9 yard. And like, I think with me, I'm taking it easier, or the process is teaching me to introduce this, to say like, this is what you're exposed to in this moment, use those microphones, use the mic that you have to improve your voice in broadcasting. By the time you hit the screens, you'll have the skill that's required, and you'll connect with people from a vocal standpoint, that the visuals are just an add-on to the skill that you were able to harness throughout the 100 episode. I don't know if that makes any sense, but do let us know in the comment section what you think about what I just told you now. Another highlight I think that I wanted to share with you guys is that for a huge chunk of you guys, you didn't know, and a few people in a couple of episodes, 3 or 4 episodes that came before this one, I did mention that I made my move from Johannesburg to the Vaal, for a new business venture that, me and my partners ventured in. It's a challenging journey, sure, new ideas, I like new challenges. By the time we head to 2024, we would have started something, very powerful for, it's generational for sure. This is more of a generational thing that we're trying to create with all my partners, and it's been that much challenges in my life, and I really appreciate it. And I still want to, at this point, fill my schedule to the brim. I want to fill my schedule to the brim, where I don't really have idling time, because I think with idling time, there's a very interesting quote. It says there, an idling mind is a devil's playground. So I know that, because we can talk about addictions of some sort, but I don't want us to derail from the matters of the day, which is speaking about my highlights of the month. I think personally I've grown as far as like public speaking. I don't know if you agree. If you don't agree, let me know in the comment section, and the areas of which you feel that I still need to grow in, and like what you think of the episode so far, man. I'm very keen on knowing what you guys think about the skill and everything. What are we doing today? Are you chilling with our fathers, guys? Are you chilling with our fathers? Because the reason I'm saying that is that a huge portion of our audience is female. Well, it's not female, but 50-50 male. And, from a female standpoint, what are you doing? Are you Netflix and chilling with the boyfriend? Let me know in the comment section what you're doing. And if you're chilling with my father, tell me. I would say I'm hanging out to your old man in the comment section, So khuluma ngayo. Just let me know in the comment section. So for my answer later. So I think I did mention the song of the day is Audio Hugs by Summer Walker featuring J. Cole, which was released in Summer Walker's EP Soft Alive. The song is sitting on 40 million streams on Spotify. Let us know what you think on the comment section about the song. And is it suited for the weather, for whatever you're doing? Either Netflix and chilling, reading a good book, or you're in your blankets in social media. And for those of you who don't know, the guys came back today. Waratambo is very full with all the supporters, all the people of our country supporting the boys in the airport, singing, Zabalaza, the songs. I did take a look at that, but I want us to talk a bit more about the Waratambo situation when we come back from the break. Please let me know what you think of the podcast, and what you think we need to do to grow, what I need to do to grow the podcast further. Should we add more? Should we improve the blogs? Let us know what you think, guys. And please don't forget to follow, like, comment, and rate the show to get a notification for each and every time we drop a new episode. Let's meet after the break. Cheers. Welcome back to Backroomconvo. I'm your host, Lesego M, Daddy Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. Listen, if you're a fan of pod, stay tuned because you might like what we're cooking. On this week's episode, we're taking highlights of October, my highlights of October, and some of you guys might have seen my birthday was on the 5th of October, and I appreciate everybody who's wished me a happy birthday. I've grown so much, and I'm appreciative that there's people. I've never really had people, and this is what also I need to touch on with you. For all my birthday, I never felt the need. I've always wanted to celebrate my birthday, but I've never, well, some might say I have, but I've never really had, the opportunity to celebrate. Can I say the opportunity though? I don't know if the opportunity. I've never had a big party where there's candles, there's everything, and there's jumping castles. I've never had that. It's always been when my mom was around. It was we had the cake, eat the cake, and after that, my grandmother. My grandmother was a different dynamic with my grandmother, because I think for the last few years of the culture of birthdays was happening in my family. What they did is because we had a lot of people and my grandmother was taking care of a lot of kids, right? So what usually happened was he would take, all the January babies, say there's 5 kids who their birthdays are in January, take all those kids who are January, choose one date to say this is the date. Maybe on Lesafo's birthday, you say, okay, since there's 5 of you who are going to celebrate the birthday of the 5 of you in this one day. So we'll do the cakes, we'll do the jumping castles on that one date. I think it was also from a financial standpoint to say we can't do everything for everybody separately, because there's a lot of us, was taking care of a lot of kids, and not only my grandmother's kids, but also kids for other, other church members. She was also taking care of those. If you were a troublesome child growing up, my grandmother, they would bring you to my grandmother, you stayed there, would put you to school, feed you, be a part of the culture of art and everything. My grandmother was that individual. So even with that, he never wanted to instill segregation in all of us, but she was a big believer of family warmth. That's what she always wanted to provide. And she never wanted, as I said, segregation. He never wanted any child to feel segregated or to have a child she feels she's being treated special because she is A, B, and C. She's, Magogo's blood grandchild, Magogo's child, She never wanted any child to feel that emptiness within them, She never wanted that. And I remember a specific time, I don't really have the dates, but I remember my other cousin by the name of So what happened was, Bongi, where we stayed in Zodwa, there was, it's still there, a garage where there was stairs before, the stairs used to have like these crazy combos going on, and they used to have like, a specific combo that came with, when you buy that combo, it comes with specific sunglasses. So you buy the combo, it comes with glasses. So Bongi took CD, who is also our sister, because they raised us, not related, blood related, but she was, because of the family thing that my grandmother built, CD was a part of that. So she took CD, her best friend. They went to eat. She took CD and, Bongi, the other Bongi. There was two Bongis. So my cousin and my sister, according to what my grandmother created. So it's two Bongis in CD. They go out to the stairs. They go out in shower. They buy those stairs. They get those glasses. They come back from Foursquare, get to the house, and they start flexing on us. We bought this, we bought this, we bought that. And my grandmother got to see that, and he was like, he started yelling at them. I think she did, but she gave it too much. It's like, no, this is not what should be going on. You guys are family. You should, when you do something, you need to do it together. They was told, no, you can't, spend money in this sense. If you have money, you need to spend with everybody that's here. You can't just choose and pick who you buy for and who you don't buy for because your father has money, whatever the case may have been at the time, So for a huge part of people that were left in the house, which was me and my other three sisters and one brother at Tani, he put us in a car, he took the two Bongis and CD, took them with us. We went back to the store, and she basically bought us a meal as well, the same meal that they bought, and they got to look at us eat. They got it, and we were supposed to get those glasses, but I think I messed up the menu because I was like, girl, I just need the biggest bag. I don't care about the glasses, because the glasses weren't really my style. Those T-Pain, those old T-Pain glasses, the green glasses with the green frame glasses, those T-Pain glasses, those are the type of glasses I was like, yo, that's not my style. That they were saying back in the day, they were saying. So I was like, I just need a bag. I just need to eat. I bought a bag, and they, the people that I bought for, of course, they cried. Like, oh no, send me those glasses, boom, boom, boom. But I didn't get them. So we ate the bag and so on. That was very important for me to highlight, basically. So, yeah. So, I guess, I don't know why I was sharing that story and how we got to that point where I'm sharing, the birthday part. I was sharing that because of the birthday part. And I ended up talking about my grandmother. So, yeah. So he always believed in the spirit of togetherness. You do everything as one, you win as one, and and I think that's also what some of my brothers believe in. Some of my partners in businesses are trying to do as well. I think it's actually profound to do that as a family, to do that as friends. And I find great wisdom in how the Indian community is working as a family to build and grow businesses without having to invest outside of the families and just keeping, cash flow within the family, and I think that's very important for building wealth or riches, if you may, So I think that was very profound. And going back to the birthday part, just wanted to get that off the way. Okay, going back to the birthday part, she believed in that togetherness. That's how we ended up in this story. So she believed in that. So every month, if you had a birthday, they paired it up, and you'd have your own thing, and they would do the same thing every birthday. They would do the same thing for everybody. Cool. Everybody sings for the whole year, every year, right? So I've never really had that big 21st. What? I never really had that. So after she obviously got older, so that eventually stopped. Never happened. Obviously, we also grew. Some went to varsity. Some started businesses. Some did drugs, whatever. That happened as well. So I was like, oh, okay. Actually, I never really had that opportunity or somebody really celebrating my birthday as Lesego. We always bundled it up with, some of the people that I was sharing my birthday with, which was Bobby was also part of that. My grandfather was part of the package. I think there was 3 or 4 of us, but I think it's 3 of us, me, my grandfather, and we shared the same birthday month. So we used to pair that. So I've never really had birthday celebration of my own. That's what I'm trying to say. To say, when you guys started with like sending all those messages to me, it really felt great. I was like, oh, this feels different because I've never experienced it. I was like, oh, this feels really great to know for the fact that there's people who are thinking about you in that specific day. It made me super grateful of living in. It's all the people that I met via podcasting, and it's super amazing to experience that. So I appreciate you and everybody that wished me a happy birthday on this beautiful month of October. That's the biggest highlight as well that I had to mention. So for the people who just joined us and that they don't know what's the song of the day, so the song of the day is by October Springboks featuring J. Cole. The name of the song is Audio Hug. Audio Hug it was released this year. It's a big song on TikTok. It was once a big song on TikTok and Instagram. It was once a big song on Instagram. So the song currently sits at 40 million streams in Spotify. So big fan of Summer and J. Cole, and I'm still waiting on J. Cole's album, which is coming anytime this year or early next year. I don't know for sure. But what do you think of J. Cole's run lately? Because I think on Secret Recipes, his first passing shooter, on PI, the London, he killed it. The London track featured Travis Scott, he murdered everybody in the verses that he was in, But, if you stand to differ on my opinion, please let us know in the comment section what you think of J. Cole and the verse he dropped in everybody's verses, A lot, even the Benny the Butcher song, I think, it was amazing. It was very amazing. And I appreciate everybody at this point, appreciate everybody in the comment. And yesterday I didn't release any episodes, and procrastination came through. The box in the country came back. Aratambo is very full, and I was looking at some of the pictures from Aratambo. It's very full. It looks like the concert is about to go down, So guys, I did ask earlier on, what are you guys watching? What are you guys watching on TV? Netflix and chill? Are you with my father? I don't have anything against you, but do let us know what you're doing in this very cold weather. And speaking of the shows and movies that you guys are watching, I was looking at one specific trend in Twitter. This Body Works for Me, which is like a show that's, I don't know where it's playing. Is it Mzansi? I don't know where it's playing. You let me know in the comment section where this show plays. But there's so much drama. Even the comments, I'm reading all the comments as we speak, and there's so much going on in that, and people are just in love with the drama that comes with the show. I think Wandi was once a part of that, or is still a part of that show. And I think is it a Showmax show? I don't know, but you guys do let me know, because I'm not really big on TV. I don't watch a lot of TV, so I wouldn't know what's going on TV. And some might say I should have done my research, but I do take that. I should have done my research, but it's something excuse I should have researched. And what do you think? Zodwa was also trending, by the way. It was also, and I assume it's because of the video she did, where she was on top of speakers, twerking, and Pori and the people around Pori, they looked away while Zodwa was twerking. So I guess that's what the trend about the ongoing trend with Zodwa is about that particular scene where she was twerking into Pori and the other guys looked away. I think so. You let me know in the comment section. And I also see that NFSS is trending. Not really sure why it's trending. Do let us know why it is trending on the comment section. Dr. Matthew was also released today, and I saw a tweet saying they found no charges, and someone said, it's funny that someone said Thabo Bester met his match. But it's far. You can't say Thabo Bester. Bester is doing movie stuff. So the Bester is doing, I think what Thabo Bester has done, it's stuff that's being done. It's even Dr. Matthew, well, he did what he did, but never on a Bester level. Bester deserves his own series, his own 10-episode series, just decoding the mindset, decoding the plans, the connections and everything behind this plan, because I think it's worth a watch. Yakolisi is also trending, not sure why, but I think it's because of the box, the cup. I think that's the one reason I might think he's trending on these seats. And for those of you who've been waiting for the book of the day, so the book of the day is by Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. Is it Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart? Let me know. And I think the book for tomorrow, I still, for people who don't know, please send me details of where I can get this book. The title of the book is Only the Pot Knows How Hot the Fire Is. I don't know if this book is also by Chinua Achebe, but you guys let me know in the comment section who that book belongs to. What's the name of the author? I think we also need to add that on the segment. The name of the author. I just gave you the book title. Only the Pot Knows How Hot the Fire is the title of the book. You let me know who the author is, and the book of the day is by Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. Do let us know what you think of this particular show, solo episode for highlights of October, and what is your highlight of October? Do let us know in the comment section. Please don't forget to follow, rate, and like the episode to get a notification for each and every time there's a new episode. I appreciate you for listening to this particular podcast. We love you guys, and I just want to add this because I almost concluded this episode. I appreciate people from Botswana. I appreciate because I've seen we have new listeners from Brazil even. I appreciate you guys for listening. I wish we can get more people than that. And shout out to Meiji. They're doing an African tour podcast next year. So people are making their bookings in the African continent. Shout out to them for that. Big wins for podcast and chill. So yeah, do let us know, guys, if you think maybe we should take that direction later on, not now, later on as a podcast, in that direction. So for people who just joined us, the book of the day is by Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. I'll repeat this. Don't forget to follow, like, and rate the show to get a notification for each and every time we drop a new episode. I'm your host, Lesego M, DJ Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. Let me love and leave you, and we'll meet on another amazing episode tomorrow. Cheers.